Hey, everybody. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing all of you to Dana Palmer. Dana has been in the industry for just about a year now. Her incredible drive, impeccable follow up skills, and knowledgeable demeanor has led her to immediate success as an agent on our team. In addition, Dana is very involved in supporting her teammates by always providing amazing insights whenever someone needs it. Dana, thanks for taking the time to connect with us today.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Awesome. So, Dana, why did you get involved in the real estate industry?
I mean, this goes way back, and probably until I was like 10 years old. I was so interested in real estate. I mean, everyone and their mother watched HGTV. That's where it starts. But I could one up you. My best friend and I used to sit down at my grandmother's house and go on cable, because you used to be able to do this, and research houses. I'm not kidding. We would sit,
Really?
look at houses, and I distinctly remember falling in love with Mount Sinai and like the big old houses they had. And funny enough, myself and my friend are both in real estate now. So
That's amazing.
it goes way back.
So that's immediately something I had no idea about. So you're talking about like the Optimum channels
Yep.
that used to stream real estate?
Yep. And you were even able to like filter. It was kind of like MLS, but on Optimum. I don't remember what it was called. I don't think you could do it anymore, but we did it at like 10 years old. We would just sit and scroll through and look at houses that were way out of our price range for 10 years old, but we would love it.
That's amazing. So you always knew real estate was for you, but you understood that there was a journey to get there. So what did you do? What have you done for a living before getting into real estate?
So my first job was actually as a hostess at a steakhouse. I also worked in retail, smaller boutiques in like Woodbury. I did sales for a very short time. That also helped me save up to dive into the real estate industry. And then once I left that full-time job, I came right into real estate.
How did those experiences help prepare you? Because again, it sounds like this was the vision. So each job, was it a step on the path to arrive here? Because you said you would save money, but how did those experiences prepare you?
So all of those jobs involved me with people, human interactions, making the customer happy, getting them to their end result. So whether it was picking out an outfit for them or helping them to their table, giving them a good experience, and then eventually sales, providing what my company needed, selling them our service. So all of those jobs molded me to be the agent that I am today.
Cool. And did things ever go wrong as a hostess at a steakhouse or in retail or in trying to help people?
Absolutely. You can't make everyone happy, especially at a steakhouse. You know, they'll take it
Especially at
out
a
on
steakhouse.
you. You're their first contact. You're the person they're going to take their issues out on. So as a hostess, an associate at a boutique, if they don't like something, they're going to tell you.
Did you develop strategies on how to manage their expectations and end up with a positive outcome?
Yeah, absolutely. We navigated the situation just to make sure the customer left happy, regardless of what the problem was.
Okay. So I hinted when I started to introduce you, I kind of hinted at how it's been going, but I want to ask you, in your opinion, how's it been going so far?
I mean, I think it's been going great. I'm actually really proud of myself with the progress I've seen. My confidence has grown so much. What I've been selling with the Lenard teams for going on my 7th month, and I feel like I've just blossomed into a really good agent, and I'm happy I could say that about myself.
Awesome. I've seen it too. Everybody has seen it, and we're super excited for you. So then why did you choose the Lenard team?
So I did research. I actually, when I first joined real estate, I joined a different brokerage. I won't say who, but joined a different brokerage. I didn't have any support. There was no knowledge provided to me, no human contact with anyone, even in the company. I ended up taking the summer off, and my other friend that I referenced back to in the beginning of this is with another team with Signature Premier. So I was like, she's doing great. I don't want to go to her team. So I did research and I found the Lenard team, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
So no regrets?
No regrets.
I was going to ask you about your previous broker. You kind of already answered the question, and without naming any names, how has it been different? You said that you didn't have really any support. What's it been like in the 7 months you've been on the team?
Constant support on this team. Whether you have a question, you could write it in the group chat, or you could contact any other teammate, and they're going to answer it for you to the best of their ability, or refer you to somebody else on the team that can help you out. I just feel like this team is filled with love and passionate real estate agents, and it's just like a family.
And that's one of the things I love about you, Dana, is because you have been growing, as we've said, but you've been turning around and lifting other people up whenever you can. So it becomes reciprocal. We're a true team, and you've been like, everybody does it, but I want to say that you've been an engine for the team in that regard. Is everything going, quote, according to plan for you?
Yeah, to an extent. Obviously, we all want as much business as possible and to be constantly moving, but it's the industry. You put your all out there. However much you want to work, the better the outcome will be. And all your little eggs will fall into place. All your ducks will be in a row. Business will flow. And that's it.
Good.
Put in the effort.
Okay, good. What has been the hardest thing you've had to deal with so far?
Probably just overcoming obstacles every single day. A buyer will give you an objection almost every day, different buyers. And you just have to overcome them as best as you can. And you have to also match like their personality, their opinion on every situation. Every single buyer is different, just like I'm different from you. Our personalities, our outlooks. So you just have to try to mold yourself to fit their outlook and their attitude on the situation and resolve it for them.
Why is that important? Yeah, no, obviously it makes sense to me, but why is that important?
I don't know, build like a trusting relationship with each buyer. And if you're just coming at them like any other person, they're not going to want to work with you. They'll stop working with you. They'll fire you. You need to build that trustful bond and almost like a friendship with all of your clients, which I do. I talk to my clients 24/7. I love talking to them, texting them, everything. I'll always be friends with them, basically.
You want to match who they are and understand who they are, because then you can help them. You're not saying, well, if I use strategies or tactics, I'm going to be able to get people to do something for your sake. You're saying that you can do things and help them understand you better and what your motives are in trying to help them achieve their goals.
Exactly. You just have to match, like you said, you match them. You form your relationship. You show them that you care about them, and just match their energy as best as you can.
So what is your most fulfilling part of the job?
Probably making everyone happy. From my clients to my teammates, I want to see someone or hear someone smile at the end of the day. I want everyone to be happy, everyone on the same page. We're all loving the experience of home buying or helping somebody buy a home.
What is your superpower?
Matching everybody's energy. I make myself get along with everybody. If someone doesn't like me, I'm shocked, because I will mold my personality to the room. I'll comfort you to the best of my ability. Whatever you want to talk about, I'll support you. I'll try to find positivity in the situation.
Are there any like stories from the 7 months of people that you've worked with, let's say on the buy side, that might illustrate, your journey and their journey with you, to help people understand what it is you do? Because there are a lot of agents out there, right? There are no shortage of agents to choose from. And many agents are struggling to help their buyers get offers accepted, but you seem to have a knack for doing it at an exceptional rate. And obviously everybody wants to hear from you, not from me. So can you share with us like a good example of a situation you were in where you were able to succeed?
I have like one or two stories I could give you.
Okay, great.
Actually, my first deal, which I'm sure every agent feels like their first deal is a miracle.
Hmm.
So my first deal was actually a buyer that has been in our system for about 2 years, and she was looking in the Long Beach area. And I was like, oh, I really want to sell in Long Beach. I grabbed her and I followed up with her for consistently for about 2 months. No response, nothing. She finally gets on the phone with me. Hey, Dana, I'm working with you. You're the only agent that kept touching me, kept bothering me. Figured out what I liked. Her and I, when we first met in person, we hit it off. She's great. Invites me over to her house. We found a house for her. Now she just wants me to keep coming over. She's amazing.
Yeah.
So basically some advice off that, keep trying. Real estate and sales, you're going to be told no 1,000 times. She wasn't even telling me no, she was just ignoring me. But
was there a voice at any point in your head where it was trying to convince you that she was saying no by virtue of ignoring you?
yeah, I mean, I kind of played like ping pong with myself in my head. Oh, stop
Right.
bothering her, keep going. Um,
So what
and you
caused
kind
you
of
to proceed? What caused you to keep quote unquote bothering her?
I didn't really want to give up on the situation. I was a super motivated agent. I still am a super motivated agent. I don't like to give up on situations. And
Hmm.
something in my gut told me, like, Dana, you're going to get her. You just keep going. You'll get her. And I'm so happy that I didn't give up on her. Because, like I said, she's amazing. I'm glad I formed that friendship and
Yeah.
made her happy at the end of the day by getting her a house.
So if you were an agent, what would you want them to know about the industry? If you were an agent, like just, basically getting started, or maybe you've had your license a little while and it hasn't been going to plan, what advice would you give them?
Keep trying. Don't give up. Put your whole personality and all of your attitude into real estate. Don't just be a salesperson. Show happiness, show life, show them that this is your passion, and don't just send random text messages here and there. Keep trying. I guess
So
that's it.
you said you had at least one more story that you want to share. Does it fit into that as an example?
Somewhat. It's definitely a keep trying situation. This one
Mhm.
was my third deal, actually. An amazing family, beautiful family, so happy, like bundles of joy. And I'm really glad I didn't give up on them. They had a very hard time finding a house in today's market. Strict criteria, a lower budget, but we made it work. We saw so many homes together. We kept putting in offers, kept getting outbid. I think all of us were getting burnt out. And I was like, look at this house. It's in a different town, but let's go see it. We all went, smiles ear to ear. We put in an offer. I fought for it. We got it
Yeah.
accepted, and we actually just slid right through to closing. Any issues the house had, I actually negotiated repairs, which is shocking for today's market, but we did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they ended up super happy at the end of the day. It was a great
Awesome.
closing, great final walkthrough.
Still in touch with them today?
Yes, still in
Yeah.
touch.
Awesome. So how about this? What if you were a buyer just getting started, either just getting started in the market today, or maybe they've got 1 foot in, maybe they've been going to open houses, maybe they've even put in an offer, but they just haven't been gaining traction. What advice would you have for them?
Definitely still keep trying. I would first find out their motivations though, to see if they really do need to move at this time.
Hmm.
Because you have to be 100% full into this market to buy in it. You need to be able to know the challenges coming, fight for those houses, put in those strong offers, and listen to your agent. You know what? There's my advice. Listen to your agent. We are here to help you. We're not here to, I don't know, get a higher commission check. For some reason, a lot of buyers feel that, but I'm here to protect you and get you the best deal possible in this transaction. So listen to your agent and go ahead. That's really it. Just
listening to your agent, but making sure, I want to make sure that it's in context, right? Because earlier you said that your goal, your desire, your drive is to work with people, gain their trust so that you can help them achieve the goal of home ownership. That's why people should listen to you. But it seems equally important that you first make sure that the agent's interest lies in you, the consumer, over over the interest of the agent, correct?
Yeah, you're spot on. I guess I didn't clarify that because for me, I gain their trust and then they want to listen to me.
I know. I get that totally. Like, you're like, oh, well, of course. I'm not just saying
of course they're going to listen.
Of course they're going to listen to you. Exactly. Exactly.
Follow-up advice though, for buyers, if you feel in your gut that you can't trust your agent and there's no other opinions around you, there's no Uncle Joe telling you don't listen to your agent. If you deep down feel like your agent's not representing you to the best of their ability, maybe sit down, have a conversation with them and see if you could actually trust them.
That's a really good point, because it could be trust, but it could also be a lack of clarity. Maybe there just needs to be an improvement in the amount of or the amount of or quality of the communication, that the agent actually does understand what your wants and needs are, and that you're moving together to achieve that goal. That's what it's not. I feel like that's what I just heard you say, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Sometimes the communication just needs to get a little bit better for everybody to trust each other. It's also, agents sometimes have a hard time trusting their own clients if they're being, let's say, loyal to them. But if your communication's there, and like I said, friendship, trust, bond, it's all going to work out. You'll get to the closing table. You'll make them happy.
It's amazing that you've only been with us for 7 months, because I really get the feeling that I'm talking to a seasoned agent here. So I almost feel funny asking this question, but I just really want to know, was there a moment where it clicked for you?
Like meaning real estate, like this is
just
for
real
me,
estate. Yeah. Like where your dream from being about 10 years old, watching cable television of real estate, having the dream, and then actually getting into it, understanding that there's a reality that could be different from the dream, but still having the desire. So like, I'm painting the picture of the journey. Was there a moment on the journey where you're like, yeah, I can do this. I have arrived?
Definitely after my third deal, which was the second story I told you. Once I saw what I was able to do for that family, that super difficult situation, I was like, all right, Dana, you got this. This is your niche. This is what you're good at. You're meant to do this. My 10-year-old dream came true. And I'm making as many people happy as I possibly can. So that was definitely when I clicked.
So what is your goal for 2022?
Definitely to help, let's say, 20 more families find their home of their dreams. Start doing listings and crush the listing side of real estate.
Yes.
I'm very excited for that. I'm excited to be able to do listings with my other teammates, my friendly competition that I love to work with. But just to thrive in the real estate market to the best of my ability. But I'm already doing that, so I just have to power through the next months.
Do you mind sharing how many families have you helped so far this year?
So far, with my 7 months of real estate, I have successfully won 6 homes, so 6 families. More to come. I've had others, but buyers get cold feet. It happens. It's natural. So, but one family at a time.
One family at a time. I love that. Just keep that as a mantra. One family at a time. That way you keep your mindset on them and achieving their goals. Because you can agree with me, when you help others achieve what they want, you get what you want, right? Awesome, Dana. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me today and discuss your journey so far. Again, the way you've lifted up the culture on the team by being here in the short 7 months you've been here has been amazing. You go out there and you fight for your clients. You approach it the right way, trying to help others. And for that reason, we are honored to have you on the team with us. And I wish you all the best. And I want to follow up with you, a few months, maybe early next year, see where you're at, because I have a feeling it's going to be more than 20 families, a lot
I hope
more.
so. We'll touch base at my, let's say my 1 year mark. We'll see where I'm standing.
You got it. Let's do it. All right, Dana.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Have a great day. Bye.
You too.